No, you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe what happened. You know, having two channels and streaming on two channels, inevitably it was going to happen sooner than later. For the last 8 minutes, I've been streaming over on the other channel. You didn't even know. I don't know, it may not have even gone live over there because nothing was scheduled. But, yeah, I had the wrong channel plugged into OBS. Oops. Aaron, what's up? Cole, how you doing? Farmer G thinks that's funny. No wonder no one was answering back to me. Burgess, I said you were probably up early waiting on the race. Or up late waiting on the race. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome back to this channel, not the other channel. We are going to become soup barons here on Zielonka. In fact, we're taking our first load of product down to the soup factory right now. Do a trailer load of potatoes. Go ahead and haul it down there. Well, Bertus, when you are racing in the city that never sleeps, a race that starts in the middle of the evening, in the middle of the night, it's all relative. This city never sleeps. Indeed, we'll see how this map looks with respect to the snow. We're not going here. No, this is the preserved food factory. We're just cutting through. Let's get to the main drag and make our way down to the soup factory. And our cool little case, Farmall 120C. It starts in 5 hours. So it starts at 1 a.m. my time. It means it probably starts at 11 p.m. local time. Is that right? Dude, get out of my way. We don't stop for no one. How was everybody's weekend? I was saying during the pre-show that no one was watching. That Thanksgiving's right around the corner. And lots of e-shops, game e-shops, are putting up their Black Friday sales. Back to Black Friday sales are already starting. And from what I understand, the Steam Autumn sale is going to be starting next Tuesday. processing potato soup. Nice. Okay. It will be interesting seeing how the race pans out. Rather interesting qualifying on a few race teams. O'clock local time. I need to bring that other tractor down here and get fueled up. Well, I'll wake up in the morning and watch the highlights. Because 10 o'clock local time is 1 a.m. my time. Plenty of the European races that are completely at off hours for us. Smoke 82, what's up? How are things going? I wasn't sure how many liters of product the soup factory holds. Glad to see the 20-some liters, 20-some thousand liters really didn't fill it up that much. I'm sure this factory won't mind at all us cutting through. They need to take their time. The race is not won on lap 1, but it sure can be lost on lap 1. $450K. That's a nice size soup factory. Scott, what's up? We're doing all kinds of work that may or may not result in us becoming rich, stinking rich off of soup. That's the goal, to become stinking rich off of soup. But to do that, we gotta put product in the factory. I've got a fair bit of carrots already palleted up, ready to go in. We are processing potatoes now. I do like me some good potato soup. I like bacon in mine. Bacon and cheese. It's some good stuff. Carrot soup? No, I don't know about that. Parsnip soup? Never had one. Beet soup? Not for me. We're exporting all that. We're going to export all the beet soup. We're not keeping a single can. Tell you what, pianos make good money too. When we were doing the launch party, I think we got $90,000 per piano on easy. I think we got $30,000 for a piano on hard. So I guess that would be 60K for normal. Doing the general mathematics. The fact that all you gotta do is bring some planks down and wait a few days. I like that it's placeable. I like that you can place the piano factory, right? I think maybe they got some feedback. People wanted to place the, well, I don't know how easy it would be to place the ship factory. Because, you know, you'd have to have a place for the ship to go. And I mean, a placeable roller coaster, that would have been outstanding. But imagine the space on the map that would take up. I was working with guidance steering and the root harvester, the carrot harvester, and I was trying to come up with a good working width and everything for that. I think I've got that set now to make it a little bit set it and forget it. You know, well, isn't that the train? Placeable roller coaster, isn't that the train? Runs around the outside of the map. We got one more load. Then we'll have all the potatoes to haul back down there. I've got a little bit of parsnips on the ground. They were in the trailer. I guess they were from this field when we were trying to harvest it last time. I need to pick those up with a bucket or a belt. Take them down there. Foreign lifestyle, roasting a pig is awesome. I'm not a big fan of Spam though. Or Scrapple. Scrapple's the nasty stuff. No, that's like, when I learned what Scrapple was, I knew 100% I would never eat it. Ever. It makes hot dogs that are not made with all beef more appetizing. But yeah, roasting a pig, oh, you got some good, that's a good time. allow some ATS in December. Well, we'll have Kansas. We'll be driving in Kansas in December. It's hard to believe that release date has already been set and that it's the end of it's November 30th. Feels like Oklahoma just came out. Oh, we're missing the trailer. Alright, off we go. So Farmer G asked earlier, there was no BG3 tonight. No, we're not doing BG3 for a couple weeks. Taking a little break because some folks are going to be traveling. And we're getting toward the end, and we're well beyond where most of them are in single player. So we don't want them to miss anything. Which brings up that I've been entertaining the idea of putting a playthrough in on the other channel of that. I want to play the various origin characters. But then I'm also thinking about the Dark Urge. Now, from what I understand, that's pretty bad, and it might be perfectly fine to put it over in the other channel when the other channel's ultra small. Alfredo, long time no see. How are you doing, sir? How you doing, sir? Busy life. Glad you could drop in for a little bit at least. Been enjoying our time here on Zielonka. Hope you've had an opportunity to do some more gameplay. November 30th. November 30th is a Thursday. I don't know. Oh, we jumped it a week early. Donald, what's up? How's it go? That's our second load of potatoes down here. We'll probably have maybe three more. And then plenty of loads of carrots. Plenty of carrot holding. What would be your, of the three soups, parsnip, carrot, and beet? Which would you go for sooner than later? Right? I've never seen carrot soup. I don't really think I've ever seen parsnip or beet soup either. All new to me. Although tomato soup is pretty good. Soup's not bad. Yes, the soups are placeable. Have you not seen any of my coverage where I talk about the placeable objects? You know, in the map video. Indeed. Well, chowder is just potato soup with clams added to it. You know. There is that. I don't know what the definition of a chowder is, but it seems like it's pretty much potato soup and then something else. Oh, a volcano, another volcano, you know, in the land of the melting earth. I guess it's normal. Normal enough. I've never had a brothy potato soup. It's always a rather thick, creamy affair. Well, it doesn't even need to be seafood. You can have a corn chowder. You can have all kinds of chowders. But just about every chowder is going to have a lot of taters in it. Take potato soup, add corn, call it corn chowder. Take potato soup, add clams, call it clam chowder. That's the way it works. Johnny V, what is up, sir? How is it down under? How is it Sunday morning? Ah, she's a toasty one down under. Tater tots and gravy? How about tater tots and cheese curds? We'll substitute tater tots for French fries and call it poutine for tots. Although I'm not going to eat it. Chad, I used to make a chicken and rice concoction with some cream of mushroom soup. I could eat that all week. But let's just say others in the family did not think it was that great. So I don't make it anymore. But I thought it was... I came up with a concoction, you know, when I was by myself out of college. I thought it was fairly cheap food. Yeah, I would take like 2 cups of rice, and I would add 2 cups of water, and then I would add a can of cream of mushroom soup, and basically stir it all up and cook the rice that way. And then I would cook up some chicken breast, cubed up, cut up. And then when the rice was pretty much cooked, I tossed the chicken into it and, well, call it a bowl. Call it a chicken and rice bowl. What is that? What's poor man's spaghetti? Because I didn't really think spaghetti was all that expensive to begin with. Well, next Thursday, I'm going to be, well, no, next Saturday. This week, next Saturday, I'm going to be frying up a turkey. Well, I guess the directions never were clear. You had to attach the header to the harvester, I guess. I don't know. Two eggs in noodles, in spaghetti noodles. So, like, no sauce, you're saying? Is that what you're saying? You're basically saying it's plain noodles with cheese and salt and oh. I mean, sauce isn't all that expensive. I think I'd splurge on sauce. We had spaghetti and garlic bread for dinner. Yeah, I think I would splurge on the sauce. So let's do 8,000. Well, 14,000. We can haul 14,000 liters worth of potatoes or carrots in a flatbed. I can haul 28,000 liters, twice that in this trailer. Later I need to unload all those into the trailer. That sounds like quite the meal, Chad. Yeah, lobsters used to be a poor man's food, right? Nobody wanted lobster. That was the trash of the sea. And then someone decided it was fancy food. What's up? This is Juan, Rust Riders. How you doing today? I don't know. I'm not a big lobster fan. I think it's a little bit too. I don't know. It's not crab. Crab's where it's at. Crab is where it's at. I don't really know the story as to how or why it transitioned over from basically the bottom of the edible barrel to top shelf. Growing up in Maryland, there would be crab bakes in the summer, right? Picnic table outside, covered in newspaper, crab by the bushel, and you just sit there all afternoon just eating, cracking and eating. a bit more central. A bit more central than that. Let me see here. Can I afford this forklift? Yes, I can. I'm going to unload the carrots into this trailer as opposed to hauling them down one load at a time. I don't even know what a bushel of crab would cost nowadays. It'd probably be too costly. I mean, shoot, I went to the store the other day because the wife needed some stuff, and when I was in there, you know, it's that time of year again. Cranberry ginger ale is on the shelves. I do wish they would stock that year round, quite frankly. But I knew she liked cranberry ginger ale. So it was on sale. Yeah, it was on sale. Each bottle, each 2-liter bottle was $2.99. That was a little shocker. And it was buy two, get two, right? So basically, it was BOGO, if you will. BOGO at $3 a bottle. And then I get home and she's like, "Oh, were they 10 for 10? Right? Were they $1 each?" I just laugh at her. No. They were not $1 each. Would be nice. Would be nice. Brandon, what's up? Brandon Brew Vlogs. Do you do vlogs on like microbrews? So we go up and back, and then we're full. That's 1, 2, 3. We got another load and a half of potatoes. It looks like. Yeah, well, you know, everyone's stocking up for the big meal next week. Jack, I don't understand your statement, your question. I don't know what that means. $75 a bushel. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, I mean, if you got a good party going on, I guess that'll work. There is no, the bushel is a volume. It's literally a basket. A bushel basket. I don't know what the volume of a bushel is. I mean, you could estimate how many average sized crab would fit within a bushel. It's a lot. Yeah, the legs and the claws. Not so much the main body really doesn't have edible meat in it. The lines in front of the tractor are from guided steering. I just had the lines turned on. They default to being off. So I think growing up in Maryland, they were blue crab. Then again, that's been a long time ago. Yeah, us Americans and our crazy measurements. That's right, Jack. Yes, it is. It is a PC only thing. It is indeed. It's one of those quality of life mods that doesn't translate over the console because of scripts. What's up, Yayo Welder? Is that it? Is that anywhere remarkably even close? How you doing, sir? What's everybody think of the premium edition and the machines that come with the premium edition? Right, the premium edition is far more than just a map and the 3 crops and the stuff to work with those 3 crops. There's so many other really useful things. Yeah, I think folks are going to enjoy the machines a lot more than they enjoy the machines off of Platinum. So much of Platinum was very specific to forestry. Whereas a lot of the machinery that is included with premium is not specific to any one crop. Oh, Diablo no Turbo, the curse of Christmas. It's too close to Christmas to buy something, right? You gotta have stuff on the list, I guess. That's why I frustrate the family. I don't let something like Christmas blow me down. Okay. So really it's deliberate. I get it now. It's deliberate. Well, yeah, maybe the harvesters, but I'm talking about the other stuff. Right? I'm talking about the mowers. Right, we got 2 mowers. We got this tedder with the cool boundary thing going on. We've got 3 seeders. We've got a 3 meter, 6 meter, and a 9 meter seeder. We got the cultivators. We got a huge 8 meter power harrow. We got 3 sprayers. And then we have the specialty equipment. This thing is awesome. We're going to be using this here in a little bit. Converts anything into a forklift. Indeed, it's better on your pocketbook if you have a moratorium on buying things. Yeah, don't you wish there was an undo button? I sure do. I sure wish there was an undo. Right, you put a building down and then you didn't realize the ground was not as flat as you thought it was. And bad things happen with ground deformation. Or you're trying to landscape, you're trying to move the ground around, and then something bad happens and you're like, oh, where's the undo button? There's no undo button. Yeah. Hashtag bring us the undo. Maybe that could be its own standalone DLC. The undo button. $9.99. Oh, our soup factory signs are lit up. I can see the neon off in the distance. Oh, you're saying you'd pay more for the undo button? Farm Sim the Undo Button Edition. It's a whole new game. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, the undo button better come to console. Will, what is up? How are things? Did you all see the video we put out earlier this afternoon? The final set of edits on Carpathian Countryside. If anyone wants to play with Maze Plus, there's some pretty good quality of life edits that you can do. Really nice Maze Plus add-on mod that merges Maze Plus and enhanced animals into a more cohesive setup. Well, it's good to hear, Will. It's good to hear. Yeah, I know David's been following along. I think at this point, spoilers are not worth worrying about. It does, Will, it does. But what these edits do is they add the ability to buy the Maze Plus fill types in at the animal dealer buy point. They also add the horse food, pig food, chicken food, grist, grain grist, and beet pulp productions to the main farm's pig food factory, so that it more integrates Maze Plus into the map itself. And then he has an add-on mod for Maize Plus that extends the Maize Plus foods to the new animals that are part of Enhanced Animal, and kind of just makes everything more holistic. With respect to food requirements between those two mods and the game itself. I don't know. You don't have to, well, I mean, you just, the fill types are commented out by default. I would assume if you didn't have them commented out and if Maize Plus wasn't active, you would probably get errors about fill types that don't exist. That would be my guess. The other tutorial I'm just using, this is the Grimmy pack. Right, this is the Grimmy pack that's been out for a while. To do the potatoes. Once I load up some crates, we'll harvest some more carrots with our crate pallet harvester. Chad, I would think yes. That is probably already been submitted to Giants. It's just Giants is so backlogged as of late. I think it's like 2 weeks pending testing from uploads. So we probably will see some of the first mods released that were submitted after Premium came out here, maybe in about a week, if we're lucky. Remember, everything that was released, well, there wasn't a lot released this week. Everything released this week was uploaded a week before Premium was released, at least. Probably everything released this week was uploaded before Premium released. Harrison, what's up? How you doing? So, you know, those that are releasing mods outside the mod hub, right, they can obviously get things published on their own schedule. See what's the all right. Yeah, I can go into October and I won't have to worry about things rotting. Because immediately following the premium edition's release, Giants went off to Agritechnica. I think that show is now over, or will be over. I think it ended today. So, barring holiday schedules, vacation schedules, we should see mod releases pick up this coming week. I'm gonna have to do the math because I was hoping that come Tuesday. No, that's coming Wednesday. Sorry, Wednesday is the second year birthday of Farm Sim 22's release. Remember, Farm Sim released on November 22nd, 2021. So I was hoping that they would have surpassed the total number of mods available for FS19 by the second year anniversary of Farm Sim 22's release. But given the pace of the recent mod releases, I don't know if they're going to make that come Tuesday, but they'll be close. I like using the Grimmy pack to harvest potatoes. One, it's cost effective, and two, it's just kind of fun. It's kind of relaxing just to chill out. Run the digger, it puts potatoes in the rows, and then come around and run this to pick them up. Well, one could hope, David, one could hope that is in the works, right? We have seen videos of it in the game. But then when Giants was asked if those were going to be released, it seemed like the word was more like they're coming to Farm Sim in the future. Right, well, what does that mean? What exactly does coming to Farm Sim in the future really entail? I'd like to see Peanuts come. I'd like to see Peanuts come. Indeed. Indeed. In the future, could be anywhere from tomorrow to some point later. Or even a different release entirely, right? What if we don't see it until the next farm sim? Whenever that is. I'm only this weight over here. Oh, this tractor's really struggling with weight. That would be an interesting idea, Diablo del Toro. You would think something like Production Revamp might have that functionality. Well, it's not like it's got drawbar weight. It's got a dolly trailer. Watch out. Traffic's being traffic. This little farm hall is a very robust piece of machinery. I mean, maybe you could configure the production to have different shifts, right? Like maybe, you know, work one shift, run two shifts. I don't know what the zigzags are. I just figure they're European road markings. That's what I figured. I mean, it looks like they're at bus stops. So they're probably identifying bus stops. what I wanted. Got my WIFO forklift adapter. Well, there you go. You've got 3 different explanations. Let's get this finished, and then I'm leasing this harvester, so I want to get this finished before we go into tomorrow. I think you just need to run more Euro Truck. If you run Euro Truck Simulator, then you should be well versed on the European road markings. Right? Alright, there we go. Yeah, maybe you need to take a test before you're allowed to drive in Euro Truck. That's what I think. Oh no, it's raining. Just Worcester carrots off, that's all. Go get my weight. That's set up. Oh, I get you, Walter. I get you. I agree, right? I agree. At some point, do we really need another mower? Now, I was pleasantly surprised with the hay and forage pack. While we technically have those things in other forums, oh, are you serious? I can't. Oh, that's disappointing right there. So even though we have the different mowers, those mowers really did handle hills much better than the mowers we already had. So if you're mowing on hilly terrain, right, those hay and forage mowers really are better. Same with the tedders and all that on that pack. I really like the windrowers in that pack. Now these mowers in this pack are not super unique in the fact that we have butterfly mowers that windrow. I do like the fact that you have just another option there. As far as mowers go, but we do have a fair bit of grass work equipment. I'd say I've used the Vermeer pack a lot. I've used the Kubota pack a fair bit. Antonio Carrio, I'd say I really haven't used much at all outside of the official launch of that. Platinum, other than the period of time that we played on the Platinum map, other than the Volvo wheel loaders, I really haven't used anything from Platinum that much. We've used the Bale stuff, stationary baler a fair bit on Carpathian countryside. I really don't see myself using much of the Oxbow pack, just because I don't really do a whole lot of organic. fertilizing. Alright, so I was hoping I could unload these crates into this trailer. But no, it would not let me. We're just gonna do it this way. For one load, at least. Ha! Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Well, Donna, we do with what we can. We do with what we can. So let's see here. Year one, we had Antonio Cario. Haven't used that much. Kubota, check. Used that a lot. Vermeer, check. Used that a lot. Platinum, no, not so much. Other than those Volvo loaders, which are absolutely outstanding. Year two brought us the Guville. I've used that a fair bit. Brought us hay and forage. I like the windrowers in that pack. And like I said, the mowers and the windrowers and tedders, all those conform to uneven land very well. So if you're working on hilly terrain, then that's a good thing. Oxbow, probably not so much. Porsche aggravation. That pack, it's got a lot of good equipment. I think that pack gets mixed up and gets lost in the mix because we just got so much other good equipment. But it has some really nice seeders and planters for sure. Has a really awesome transformer hoe that follows the rows. Like I said, I don't really see myself using Oxbow too much because it's a bit specialized for organic fertilization. I like the AGI pack. I wish we could get more packs like that. Kind of more placeable packs, building packs. There we go. We just made a whole lot of money off of crates. $30,000 liters of red beets, or no, of carrots, sorry. Let's go get another load. Yeah, those Volvo loaders are like sweet. It'll be interesting to see what 2024 brings us. Oh, indeed, the seed making and the HI is outstanding. If you use the right seed, you can double your output for your input. I like the additional placeable bins. The placeable building in that pack is really nice. There's been lots of suggestions at Giants for themed building packs. Themed regional building packs. And I mentioned to them that if they could talk the manufacturers into a classic farm pack with more machinery like the 1066 that we saw in the 100-year case IH pack that just released, that people would be throwing money at them left and right. That there's an overwhelmingly high demand for quality plastic machinery. And just like the undo button, right? You wouldn't even ask twice. Just like, here's some money. Yes, please make it happen. Let's see if we can't load this trailer manually that holds more than 7. I think this thing is just outstanding. Like I said, every so often there's one piece of machinery, maybe 2 pieces of machinery that come in a pack that really define the pack and kind of sell the pack. And I feel that this forklift attachment is just that thing for this DLC. Did she let go? Yeah, pallet physics aside here. We could have a crate stacking contest. Yeah, we got the bale stacking. We could do crate stacking. I was hoping I could do too wide. Oops, wrong way. Well, what do you think of it, Farmer G? I think it's awesome because I would never buy a forklift and set it down at a factory, right? I just wouldn't go to that expense. I know there are players that do that. That buy a forklift and put it down at each factory they own just for the deliberate purpose of moving pallets around. So I think this, for $10,000, what's a forklift cost? $37.55, $39.58, right? So for a third the cost of a forklift, a singular piece of machinery, for a third the cost, I can buy this attachment and make any tractor into a forklift. I can drive around the map a lot faster than a forklift. Right, you wouldn't do that. Oh, bad things happen. So you can have this and drive it around to all your factories. It's just a little getting used to using the backup, I would say. Once you're used to backing up with this as a forklift, it's not that hard. There was a mod for that, Will, in 19. It was a truck that had a flatbed, and then you could attach one of those forklifts to the rear of the truck and drive it around and then unhook it. I did a video on it. Yeah. B101, what happened is you probably did a period punctuation and didn't have a space between your period and the next word. So the bot is stupid. And the bot thinks when you do that, that you are trying to basically do a sentence. Or a link, the URL. Speaking of Hop Bourbon, it got updated the end of this week to patch a few reported bugs, and I think implement some of the root crop stuff from the premium expansion. I don't know. There's a link in the maps in Discord that would take you over to the changelog. I think it's basically adding like carrots to rabbits and maybe adding sell points within your crops, and then a few other bugs that were found. I know, Straw Harvest, right? It was teased. It was teased, but we haven't seen it yet. Getting pretty close to the end of the year. Oh no. B101, I don't mod. I would not make any changes. It is how it is. mean, the way things are working out here, I could have probably just auto-loaded them and just made several trips for the amount of time it's taking. Oh, was it? What kind of information did we have out of Agrotechnica with that? Anything, any hint on like a release? $32,000 liters worth of carrots later. Yes, be one of what I understand. It's intended for you to be able to edit. I do not edit. That is just a general thing I do not mess with. I don't have time to mess around with things like that. I was just hoping it would be quicker to do it that way and make less loads. I just don't think I saved any real time. Oh, shoot. How about we not run over a production trigger on our way to another production trigger? I think these crates, these pallets, probably could be reworked so they load on this trailer a little differently in auto load to get more. And maybe Maybe that update's already pending release over to Giants. Maybe it's already been sent up there. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So we got a little bit more than 2 full loads with auto load on here. Now I'll grab auto load and see how quick it actually is. Alright, I'll check out the screenshot later. I don't have Discord up. Yep. Squiggly lines at the bus stops. And do not drive over the trigger on our way back. That's definitely what we need to do. Well, I was thinking and hoping we would get more accomplished tonight than one potato field and hauling some crates. That's the way things go sometimes. I still gotta bale my straw from the other week. I've got that field of carrots. I've got a field of beets over there. I've got another field of carrots. It's not quite ready yet. Just do it this way. I mean, when they teased it at, they teased Straw Harvest before FarmCon. And when they teased it before FarmCon, it was like, you know, coming in 2023. I think it said coming soon or something. Something that basically implied it was coming this year. And then at FarmCon, right? So there was a lot of hype there. There was hype. Like, oh, Straw Harvest is coming to FarmCon, right? I mean, you tease something right before the convention. And then the schedule has third-party mod, right? So one's just going to try to put 1 and 2 together and say, oh, that's Straw Harvest. Well, then the emergency pack drops during FarmCon. It's a big surprise, right? No one even foresaw that, right? That was a big shocker. But then I was like, well, what about my Straw Harvest? Right? What about that? So a lot of sitting around and wondering where it is, when it is. And we're now down to like 6 weeks. 6 weeks left in the year. Not a lot of time left. I hope it's more like the Straw Harvest of 17. I was honestly a little disappointed with the Straw Harvest in 19. I didn't think it was as good as the 17 Straw Harvest. We'll just have to wait and see. Is all the crates we've made. At this point, there's the piano factory. That's some pretty easy money if you've got some planks. I don't know how many days it takes. 3 months, 4 months to make a piano. Park this over here. Yeah, I know from the launch party, we fast forwarded several days There we go. Back to filling up carrot crates. One row at a time. I try to set this up with a working width of 0.8 meters. That's what the shop said the working width was. And even with that set up, sometimes it does. Try to grab 2 rows at a time. This works out fairly well. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the rounding. Then, right? Because it says 0.8. That says 1.5. So yeah. Oops. Probably a round 18, which is kind of a shame. Yeah, see, that's all you get. It's good enough. Don't really need to be exact. But that will help for sure. And I think I can just go here and make that all. I don't know. I'm not good with saving courses. And off we go. I'm just going to continue on harvesting my way. Well, thank you all for coming out and watching this fine evening. Tomorrow night we should be back in American Truck Sim over on the Funhouse channel during our Sunday night convoy night. And then, well, the work week starts yet once again on Monday. Hopefully we'll see lots of mods get dropped this coming week. Toward the end of the week, it'll be a little sketchy as to when and what I'll be doing. Because we do have Thanksgiving dropping on Thursday. And I do know I'm going to be out of town, at least for some portion of next Saturday, as we go up to the grandparents' house to celebrate a birthday for the youngest one, who's turning 10 this year. Double-digit birthday. So we'll see as travel plans continue to flesh out. And until next time, happy farming.